Hello everybody. Today I want to explain the chemical formula and what type of questions will come. So let us discuss this, let us revise this chemical formula and what different types of the questions that will come that we can revise now. Okay. So that is the revision schedule for the chemical formula, or some questions also there that will be based on the chemical formula. Okay. So first let us discuss the chemical formula, that is sodium oxide. Okay. If you know the symbol of the element and valency, then you can write the chemical formula, otherwise you are not able to do. So please learn the symbol and valency of the element. I have many times give you this information. Now first we will take the sodium oxide. So sodium oxide symbol is Na and oxide symbol is O. The valency of sodium is +1, or 1 you can write here, -2. Now what we will do? We will just cross over the valency. Now we will write the valency at the base, okay, by crossing it. So we will write it like that: oxygen along with the sodium -2, and along with oxygen it's +1. After that we will just ignore that minus and plus, and if there is 1, then we should ignore that 1 also and off the bracket. Okay. So our formula becomes Na2O. So this is the formula of sodium oxide. Okay. Next formula is aluminium chloride. So you can write the formula of aluminium chloride. Aluminium symbol is Al and chloride, that is for chlorine, so Cl. Now valency of aluminium is +3 and for chlorine it's -1. Now you can just cross over the valency, okay, and the same way you should write that valency as in subscript by cross over it. Like aluminium you can write -1 and chlorine you can write +3. Okay. After that what you will do? If 1 is there, then ignore it and put off the bracket. Okay. So put off the bracket and formula becomes AlCl3. So this is the formula of aluminium chloride. Next is copper second bromide. So third formula we can take copper second bromide. Let us rub it. If you have not write this by pause the video. Okay. Now we can write the another formula. Next formula is copper second bromide. I have told you that if somebody or that question contains the Roman number, it means its valency is this. It means copper valency here is 2. Valency of copper is 2. This is the third question. Okay. And bromide means bromine is there, Br. Its valency is -1. Its valency is +2. Copper's +2. Copper has variable valency. It has 1 and 2 valency. Copper contains +1 valency and +2. Now what you will do? Cross over the valency. After that you will write the valency by putting the bracket as an subscript. So you can write with the copper -1 and with the bromine you can write +2. Okay. After that you will ignore the valency and put off the bracket. If the valency is 1, then ignore it, otherwise that 2 will come as it is. Okay. So its formula is CuBr2. Okay. Here 1 is, so we have to ignore that one. Now next is aluminium third nitrate. Okay. So fourth is aluminium third nitrate. We can take that fourth one. Aluminium will write Al for nitrate, NO3. Its valency, aluminium valency +3 for nitrate -1. you can cross over the valency, okay, and write the valency as in subscript by crossing it. So with the aluminium -1 and with the NO3 +3. Now our formula become AlNO3 whole thrice. So this is the formula of aluminium 3 nitrate, third nitrate. Okay. Now we can take the another formula, that is iron third sulfide. Got it? So please write it. Now we can take the another formula, that is iron third sulfide. I have told you that iron has also variable valency, that is 2 valency, +2 and +3 valency. So we can take the iron Fe. Fe has a third sulfide, 3 valency is there, +3, okay, and sulfide as -2 valency will be there. So we can cross over the valency. Now our formula become Fe as in subscript -2 will take, okay, and S +3. Now formula is Fe2S3. So this is the formula of iron third sulfide, Fe2S3, okay, got it. Now next is mercury second chloride. So we can take, you know that what is the symbol of mercury? It's Hg. So you can take the Hg, okay, and Hg has 2 valency, we can take +2 valency, and chloride means chlorine, -1 valency, cross over the valency. What you will do? You will write the symbols by putting the bracket as in subscript, valency as in subscript. So -1 along with the Cl +2. Our formula become HgCl2. It is the formula for mercury second chloride. Okay. So this formula you should complete it. Now next is magnesium third acetate. You can write the formula for this, magnesium third acetate. Okay. So this is the 7th formula. You can write the 7th, magnesium second, it means Mg, +2 valency, second is there, so +2 valency acetate, CH3COO, -1 valency. Now what you will do? Cross the valency. After that you will write the valency as in subscript along with the magnesium -1 and along with CH3COO, it's +2. So our formula become Mg. If 1 is there, then ignore the 1. Okay. So our formula becomes Mg CH3COO whole twice. We should not off the bracket here because it is an polyatomic ion. Okay. So this is the formula for magnesium second acetate, and last formula is sodium hydroxide. So we can do that, or we can write that formula, 8th formula, that is sodium hydroxide. For sodium symbol is Na, hydroxide will take OH, -1 valency of sodium and +1 valency of sodium and -1 valency for the hydroxide OH ion. Now what we will do? We will write the valency as in subscript. So NaOH is our formula because both has same valency, that will be cut or cancel over here. So our formula becomes NaOH. Okay. Now we can do the next question. That next question is opposite of this one. how that question will come? If there will be the question, that will be totally opposite of this question. Question number 2, we can do that. If we can write the opposite of this question, means how we can attempt that. So you can write that. Okay. So let us write the second question that is given in your book also. The question is, write down the names of compounds. Write down the names of compounds. Write down the names of the compounds represented by the following. Represented by the following. Represented by the following formula. Okay. Formula are given to you and you should give the name of that compound. For example, in your book there is in formula Al2SO4 whole thrice. First. So what is the name of this compound? Actually SO4 is there, it means it is sulfate. If SO4 is there, then sulfate. PO4 is there, then phosphate. If OH is there, then it is hydroxide. O is there, then oxide. Okay. NO3 is there, then nitrate. If HCO3 is there, then it is hydrogen carbonate. If CO3 is there, then it is carbonate. So you can write the formula, the name of this compound, that is aluminium sulfate. Okay. So this is aluminium sulfate. You can do it easily, but we can take the some another formula like P2O5. It is P2O5, phosphorus pentaoxide. Phosphorus pentaoxide. Penta means 5. Okay. Then third we can take P2O3. It is phosphorus trioxide. Phosphorus trioxide. Okay. CCl4 carbon tetrachloride. CCl4, that is carbon, tetra means 4. So carbon tetrachloride. Okay. If 3 is there, then trichloride. 2 is there, then dichloride. So 4 is there, it means carbon tetrachloride. 4 chlorides are there. Now N2O3. So dinitrogen trioxide, or if we can write N2O5, then dinitrogen pentaoxide. Okay. So dinitrogen trioxide, 3 oxides are there. Okay. So these are the different formulas, and according to that we can write the name of these compounds. If O is there, then we should write the oxide. If Cl there, chloride. If Br there, then bromide. Okay. If H is there, hydride. So like that you should write the formula. Okay. And write the name of the compound also. If we have the another formula, that is KMNO4, then it is potassium permanganate. KMNO4. Okay. So these are the different formulas that you should learn. So potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate. This is the formula of KMNO4. Okay. So you can write the KMNO4, it's potassium permanganate. If you can write the formula K2Cr2O7, K2Cr2O7, then it is potassium dichromate. It is potassium dichromate, potassium dichromate. Okay, so these are the different formulas. You can learn these formulas. This may be differ from our syllabus also. So you should learn them. Okay. Now we can start. We can write the another type of question. That type of question will come. So we'll write that. How which type of questions will come in your exam also. And one question I have told you that if somebody is asked, write the cations and anions present into it. So you can write the cations and anion easily. Like in KMNO4, if KMNO4 you have, then cation is K positive, okay, and anion is MNO4 negative. See, this is an polyatomic ion. So it is an anion and it is an cation. Okay. So you can just write easily with the help of formula. If there is a formula of sodium chloride, okay. So how you can give the cation? So Na positive is an cation and Cl negative is anion. If there is a formula of nitrate, like sodium nitrate or magnesium nitrate, so sodium nitrate NaNO3. So sodium is cation and nitrate is anion. So that is polyatomic ion. So you can easily write these according to the formula. Now the next question is third question. We can write that question. An element X. Third question, write an element X shows variable valency, variable means more than 1, okay. So variable valencies of 3 and 5, of 3 and 5, what will be the formula of, what will be the formula of its oxides? What will be the formula of its oxides? Okay. So you know that oxide means oxygen, and oxygen has -2 valency, and X is the element, it shows variable valency, it means it has 3 valency as well as 5 valency. So you can write the valency 3, that is plus and -2. Now what you will do? Cross over the valency and write the symbol of the elements along with the valency as a subscript. So -2 along with the X, and along with O you will write +3. Our formula become X2O3. Okay, this is the formula for valency 3. Now we will take the valency first. In valency we have taken 3, okay. So that is for the valency 3. Now second case, valency, we will take the valency of X element as in 5, and now write the formula. X5 will write at the bottom, we will write the valency. At the bottom of O we will write the valency here also, -2 plus 5, then cross over the valency, and what we will do? We will write the symbol of the elements along with the symbol as in subscript, we will write its valency along with O +5 and along with X -2 will come. Now what we will do? Just off the bracket, and if minus and plus there, then that omit that minus and plus, you will write X2O5. This is the second formula. Okay. Now next question will be there, that is give the formula of compounds formed from the following sets of elements. Means the sets of elements are given to you and the question is there. So first question is calcium and fluorine. So if there is in calcium, you can take first example. If there is in calcium and second is fluorine, then formula, what type of formula is formed? Calcium has +2 valency, fluorine has -1 valency. Cross over the valency. Now what you will get? You will get Ca bracket in as in subscript 1 -1 valency, and F along with the F it's +2. Now our formula becomes CaF2. So this is the formula of calcium fluoride. Okay, if somebody will ask the name of the compound, chemical name or molecular name, then it is calcium fluoride. Calcium fluoride. Okay. So the name of the compound is calcium fluoride. Second compound, that is the set of hydrogen and sulfur. So we can take the second compound, set of hydrogen and sulfur. Sulfur has +1 valency, hydrogen has plus valency and sulfur has -2 valency. Just cross over the valency and write the valency as in subscript. Along with the H you will write -2 and along with S write +1. Okay. Now what you will do? Just if there is one valency, then omit that and you will write H2S and put off the bracket. The name is hydrogen sulfide. The compound name is, the molecular name or the chemical name of the compound is hydrogen sulfide. Okay. Now next you can write that next one, that is the nitrogen and hydrogen. If we will take the nitrogen and hydrogen, then we can write the third one, that is the set of nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay. You know that nitrogen is N and hydrogen is H. So nitrogen and hydrogen, that is C. Okay. And nitrogen has -3 valency, hydrogen is +1 valency. Cross over the valency and write the valency as in subscript. Along with the N, +1, along with hydrogen it's -3. Omit the plus and minus, ignore them. Okay. And if there is in 1, then ignore that 1 also and write the formula NH3. It is the formula of ammonia. So ammonia, name of the compound is ammonia, NH3. 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atoms of hydrogen. Now next one is C, that is D, that is carbon and chlorine. Carbon C, chlorine Cl. Carbon has 4 valency, chlorine has 1 valency. Cross over the valency, we will get the formula CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. 4 chloride are here. Tetra means 4. Okay. So the name of the compound is carbon tetrachloride. Now next we can take the sodium and oxygen, that we have done earlier, but the type of question is different. So you can do it now. If there is in 2 compounds, 2 elements, sets of elements, that are sodium and hydrogen. So we can take it sodium and hydrogen, Na and H, sodium and hydrogen. Okay. So sodium has +1 valency, hydrogen has -1. Cross over the valency, valencies are same. Our formula is NaH, sodium and hydrogen, that is sodium hydride. Its name is sodium hydride. Next is carbon and oxygen. If you will take carbon C, oxygen O, valency of carbon is 4, its valency, oxygen valency 2. Cross over the valency. If there is a common factor, you can take that and divide it. 2 1 ja and 2 2 ja 4. So our valency, our formula becomes CO2. This is carbon dioxide. So you can write CO2 carbon dioxide. 2 oxides are there. So carbon dioxide. Okay. So these type of questions will come. You should just revise these, practice these type of questions. Now last question that I want to write, that last question. So many questions are coming in the different ways, and I want to write that in last one, that is iron sulfates. Question number 5 we can write. Iron sulfate crystals are actually the crystals of iron sulfate heptahydrate. Iron sulfate heptahydrate, crystals of heptahydrate. Then write the molecular formula. Then write the molecular formula of iron sulfate heptahydrate. Iron sulfate heptahydrate. Heptahydrate. Pentahydrate. Pentahydrate means 5 molecules of water. Heptahydrate, 7 molecules of water. Okay. Then decahydrate, 10 molecules of water. Dodecahydrate, 12 molecules of water. So here iron sulfate means FeSO4 is there. Okay. It is FeSO4. This is iron sulfate dot 7H2O. So this is the formula of iron sulfate heptahydrate. If you will write like that, FeSO4 plus 7H2O, then it is become wrong. If you will write FeSO4 dot H2O, then it will become wrong. But it is dot 7H2O, then it is correct. Okay. So that type of questions, please practice them, and all the best for your weekly exams also. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.